Yep, it's time for another Total War review. We're gonna take a look at the expansion of Shogun 2 called Fall of the Samurai. Why the hell my voice is getting like that? You know what that is? That's that phlegm. Yep, it's time for another Total War review. We're gonna take a look at the expansion of Shogun 2 called Fall of the Samurai. It takes place in the 1800s. My great-granddad was around, and it shows why America is the greatest country in the world. We kicked some Shogun ass and brought Japan to a new age by getting them imperial boys out of the old days and into them newfangled toys.
Well, that's one way to look at it. The game takes place around the Meiji Restoration when the imperial power was restored and the shogunate was no more. While many elements from the original campaign still remain here, there is much to differentiate itself, which will require a powerhouse review. Before I begin, I would like to give a shout out to my man Osiris Cookies for suggesting this title, and let's get started. As expected, there are new clans to choose from, each with their own benefits and drawbacks. We will use the Shogun Loyal Nagoya clan, cause they get that cash money, boy.
The biggest change in the campaign is the pacing. Each turn now takes half a month instead of a whole season, so that means it takes 24 turns for a year and 6 turns for a season. Each season gives various bonuses and drawbacks, so it's more important than ever to plan ahead and make sure you fight when it's not winter. While the gun-focused combat of Empire Total War was a mixed bag, it has been vastly improved upon here. One notable improvement is how units effectively turn in formation when firing upon enemies. It takes away from the tedious micromanagement of gunners and allows you to take care of other battle concerns. You can also now go into first-person view with certain artillery, but this is more of a gimmick than anything else. It was much more improved than Attila. Heck, even ship combat has been improved with a novel gimmick of firing in quote-unquote first-person view. More like side of the boat view, but whatever. With the additions of cannon and the steam engine, naval battles have added new layers of strategy. Positioning is now more important than ever, and with a good amount of vessels, hull types, and ammo, it's enjoyable and rewarding to blow your enemies out of the water. Literally. The new ships also play a key role in the campaign map. Ships can be used from bombardments both on and off the field of battle. This is a great way to weaken enemy settlements without having to rely on artillery. Unit variety has been improved upon with a good mix of traditional units and modern infantry, plus your allegiance determines what bonus units you have access to. Even though modernization is the key focus in the campaign, you can still be effective late game with traditional units. The Keisho ninjas still have the stealth ability and possess a unique arsenal of tools at their disposal. It really isn't recommended to stay 100% traditional as you limit yourself, but you can if you want a decent challenge.
Can anybody provide me with a decent challenge?
I didn't really mind the siege battles too much in the original campaign, but here they just blow chunks. Without any artillery, you're totally boned. This makes siege defense way too easy and siege assaults unnecessarily difficult. Plus, I always end up spending a bunch of money just to fix the damn castle back to how it was before after I take it over. Diplomacy remains much of the same, and that was a big letdown for me. Friends still refuse to trade with you for no discernible reason. In addition, you might be on somewhat good terms with a clan of the opposite allegiance, but there is nothing you can do to convert them. That is a missed opportunity. Speaking of the modernization that I spoke about earlier, the tech tree has been slightly revamped. You still have civil and military technologies, but now certain sections can't be accessed until you gain enough modernization points. Becoming more modernized has a cost though, as civil unrest will increase and traditional units won't be as strong as before, but it's all in the name of progress. I will admit that I struggled with the original campaign, and I'm kind of glad that Creative Assembly toned down the difficulty here. However, I found the campaign a bit too easy on normal. The AI exploits I discovered regarding ship bombardments and artillery can easily get you by. Another reason can be attributed to the realm divide. No longer will everyone declare war on you, unless you choose to become a republic, then good luck to you. You can choose to support whoever you're aligned to, and everyone opposite of you will become enemies. It makes more sense this way, and you also become the vanguard leading the charge, which also provides you with a new emblem. The economy is also much more forgiving, with you making much more money than before. Trade is still a key factor in getting ahead economically, but you do not have to be overprotective of your trade routes as before, since trade nodes don't exist. Plus, when you get the ability to trade with Western powers, income increases dramatically.
Other notable improvements include the graphics, which looks a tad better and provides a smoother experience overall. Random events still occur relative to the time. The audio experience is freaking phenomenal in all fronts, but battle speeches and agent videos have been unfortunately removed. There was also a railroad system that was added in this expansion pack, but it didn't really play a role in my conquest. Overall, this is a solid expansion to a great game. Creative Assembly took advantage of this time period, being accurate to history, as well as taking some liberties to appease the gamers. If you didn't like the gun combat found in Empire Total War, Napoleon doesn't count, I would still recommend for you to give Fall of the Samurai a try. I prefer my katana to a Winchester, but I will use that Winchester if it leads to victory. No clue why I just said that, but this is Pow3rh0use, signing off.